I know this question will never be asked, but just in case, if an employer asks you this question which is below the belt, then the answer has to be very diplomatic. Hi, I'm Rajesh and welcome to another edition of Vlogging with Rajesh G. How are you guys doing today? I hope all feeling great and I hope it continues that way. If you think an interviewer can ask any question to the candidate and the candidate is bound to answer that question during the interview process, then you are highly mistaken. There are certain set of questions which interviewers aren't supposed to ask to a candidate, and in case those questions are asked, candidates can dodge those questions. You want to know what those questions are and how to dodge them? Here are a few examples. The first one being, are you willing to work for 12 hours? Let me tell you, I can't work for 12 hours on a daily basis. But yes, if there are situations which requires my presence at work, I'm willing to put in more than that. But only at certain situations, not on a daily basis. Because usually we are supposed to work for 8 to 9 hours depending on the industry where we are working. And in case we are putting in any additional hours after our normal working hours, we are entitled for overtime allowances. But there are certain companies which expect their employees to work for more than 12 hours, barring the overtime allowance, which is against the law of the country. Now, let's assume this question has been asked you. Now, how you should answer it? You should answer them very clearly. Sir, in my previous organization, I was working for 8 to 9 hours, 5 days a week and 2 days as weekly off. So, which gave me ample amount of time to maintain my work-life balance. That means, apart from my professional life, I was also able to make a balance in my personal life with my family members. And I am looking forward for a job opportunity which helps me to continue with that balance. So when you answer the question in this way, the employer has already got the response which he wants to, and you have not directly told them a no. The second one being, what are your sexual preferences? I know this question is below the belt and no employer is ever supposed to ask this question to their future employee, because more and more companies are today welcoming towards LGBTQ community because of the respect which they have earned not only from the society but also from the Supreme Court of India. And no employee can ever discriminate an employee in the organization based on their sexual orientation. So let's assume this question has been asked to you, because this company being one of those companies to ask this question. You can say, I prefer not to answer this question, but I would like to know what policies you have in place for members from the LGBTQ community. Third is, share confidential information about your current employer. So let's assume you have decided to join an organization which is a competitor to your current organization. That company will be more than welcoming and willing to take you on their boards. Why? Because they want to know some confidential secrets about your current company. And if you give it to them, they will be more than happy. And if you don't give it to them, they won't be happy and they may even decline your offer as well, which is ethically incorrect. No company has ever got the right to know about the confidential information about other companies. If an employer asks you this question, so you can just tell them, sir, ma'am, I'm sorry, I may not be able to answer this question because I am bound by a non-disclosure agreement which I have signed with the company, and in case I breach that particular contract or any terms which I have signed, it may invite legal complications, and no company would ever want any legal complications on them. So they will clearly say, okay, if that's the case, let's not discuss that. So these are few of the questions which came to my mind with the answers which I thought was best suited. But there may be a lot of other questions which you may come to know when you are attending the interview. And let me tell you, whenever you are asked such questions which you feel is very awkward, the first thing which you should do is to maintain your posture. That is, maintain calm, coolly answer that question. Make it a point that you answer the question, but you aren't arrogant. They have forgotten their level of decency, but you should not forget your level of decency. So I hope this video was informative for you. If that's the case, like the video, share the video, Post your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So until my next video, bye bye, take care and spread the power of positivity around you.